What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building, and today, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be bringing y'all the well-rounded point. Now, I'm telling you, before anything, this is honestly the best guard build in all of 2K. A lot of people slept on this build. This build is actually going to be able to do everything a playmaking shot creator is going to be able to do and more. This build is going to be able to get contact dunks, and on top of all that, you're also going to be able to get pro dribble moves. The defense is not bad, and then when it comes down to it, the playmaking is still really solid with the pro dribble moves, y'all. So before we get into the making, man, I just want to say thank y'all so much to everybody who decided to click on today's video. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the RGF family and anybody looking to join, man, go ahead and hit that like button, but also don't forget to turn on post notifications because I'm uploading every single day and y'all are not going to want to miss. Go ahead and share this video with your family and friends. And last, but definitely not least, y'all, I'm telling you, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button because I'm sure we could get 25 likes on this video. So let's go ahead and get right into it. When it comes down to this build, we're going to go ahead and put it under the point guard position. Then, when it comes down to the pie chart, in order to get the pro dribble moves as well as the contact dunks. But you want to be able to shoot as well, so go ahead and pick the second pie chart, split right down the middle with the finishing as well as the shooting. I'm telling you, this was a really slept on pie chart when it comes down to the playmaking side of things. Now, when it comes down to the physical profile, you can go with the first one for the fastest speed, but I'm telling you right now, if you go with the fourth, that is the better option if you're looking to be more all around, especially with that really high vertical. Gonna make a huge difference on this build, and you are not gonna be small at all. Now, before we do get a little further into the build, you have to go ahead and put this build under the metric system when you go into the settings. So if y'all have never done that, all you have to do, go into the settings from the main menu. From there, go into the second options of settings where it shows the difficulty of the game modes and such. And then from there, go ahead and look down to the units of measurements. It's going to say Imperial system if you've never changed it. Go ahead and change it to the metric system and everything is going to be set from there. Now, from here, you could go ahead and back to the editing. Driving layup going to be maxed out. Same thing with the driving dunk as well as the post hook for 15 finishing badges. Then the shooting, mid-range, three-pointer, and the post fade are all going to be maxed out. But the free throw is going to be a 63 for 18 shooting badges. Now, when it comes down to the playmaking, 78 pass accuracy, 81 ball handle, and a 35 post moves for 13 playmaking badges. Then when it comes down to the defensive side, we're going to use the rest of the attributes for this. So go ahead and max out the perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal. Then when it comes down to that defensive rebound, put it to a 63 and the rest into the block. That's going to give us 6 defensive badges, y'all. For this setup, it's actually not too bad, especially when it comes down to the animations we're going to be unlocking. And then you can always go ahead and make your own adjustments to the build the way that you want it. You do risk losing the animations, but also changing up the build name. So if that's something you want to do, feel free to go ahead and try it. But now, when it comes down to the body shape, in my opinion, I really like defined, built, or even Brilly, y'all. All of these are going to be some really good options. It really comes down to what you want to do. But now, as y'all can see, like I said, change the units of measurements from Imperial to the metric system, and this is what it's going to look like. So when it comes down to the height, you want to go ahead and put this build to exactly what I'm about to show y'all. So as you can see, if you go with 1.96, that is honestly not bad at all. And that's what we're going to leave it as. Now, let's go ahead and get into the weight. So right here, as you can see, we're actually going to be going by kilograms. So go ahead and drop it all the way down to 80. If you want to, you could go ahead and raise it, but it's really going to be based off if it affects your stats, y'all. You really have to be paying attention to your physicals, but also the main stats on the left side are going to be a huge deal as well. So in my opinion, you could go with 80 exactly. There's 2 different options for the 80 that it gives you, so I would just go with the one that does not make any difference. Then when it comes down to the wingspan, y'all, go ahead and put this somewhere between 217 and 219. But as you can see, if you mess with the weight, it's not going to affect the wingspan. Sometimes on certain builds, the weights will affect it, but this one does not. So I'm going to go ahead and put it to 219. That's going to be able to unlock those contact dunks. Still going to be able to get the pro dribble moves, y'all. So once you get this build at 99, you unlock both contact dunks and the pro dribble moves, which is honestly going to be a really good deal because you actually have the max wingspan. Now, these takeovers are all going to be really solid. For my liking, I'm telling you, I would really go ahead and consider the sharpshooting takeover. Once you get boost, then you run with teammates with floor general and have your takeover, you are definitely going to be a lethal threat from the three-point line as well as anywhere on the floor. Now, look at the name, y'all. Well-rounded point. This is easily the best build that I have seen all year. And just right here, by what it's looking like at 99, this build is going to be very serious. So, we're going to get a 90 speed, pretty much a 90 acceleration, and over a 90 vertical, y'all. Then when it comes down to the driving layup, consider boost, grinding this build out, a teammate with floor general, and having your takeover. Driving layup is easily going to be a 99, so you could even throw an acrobat on this build and be super glitchy. Then when it comes down to that driving dunk, we're going to be able to hit the 90s. Post hook is going to be a 99, y'all. Mid-range shot has the potential to hit the 90s. Same thing for the three-pointer. Free throw will be in the 70s, and our post fade has the potential to also be in the high 90s, y'all. Pass accuracy, this is definitely going to be able to hit the high 80s. We're going to be able to get the pro dribble moves as well. And then when it comes down to the defense, most of these stats are going to be in the 80s. But if you make this build right, like I showed y'all, as well as put on boost and grind it out, running with the correct teammates, some of these stats even have the potential to hit the 90s. It really comes down to what you want to do. So, as you can see right here, the badges I'm going to go with on the defensive side are going to be bronze, clamps, chased on artist, rim protector, and gold intimidator. But if you want to, you can change any of the tiers of badges that we have set right here. I'm just trying to show y'all that you could really go with a couple different setups that are still going to be nice. You aren't really forced to be in one. So that is why I like to show y'all different types of setups when it comes down to the badges. So now when it comes down to the playmaking, first we're going to go with gold, quick first step. From there, we got to go ahead and put on handles for days as well. Now, with these last 7, in my personal opinion, I would really just go ahead and worry about the badges that are personally going to help your player out more. For me, tight handles as well as unpluckable. But if you want to, you could even change it for bailout. Really comes down to your preference. But for the last one, you could go with stop and go. Or you could even go ahead and put on flashy passer. It really comes down to which badge you like more. Let's go ahead and get into the finishing now. The first badge I'm going to throw on is going to be contact finisher on Hall of Fame. Now, you got to remember, we can go ahead and put on acrobat if you want to on Hall of Fame with that very high of a 99 driving layup once this build is grinded out to the max. Definitely going to be worth it. If you don't want to though, something I would do is fancy footwork as well as slithery finisher in Hall of Fame. Then I would go with silver, relentless finisher, or even gold, and then bronze giant slayer or lob city finisher. Let's go ahead and get into the shooting now, the last category, which is going to be good because we're going to be able to get those Hall of Fame badges in this category as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with Hot Zone Hunter. From there, range extender is going to be another one that I'm going to put on. Now, Deadeye is definitely going to be a badge that we can consider, but for now, I'm going to go with silver, corner specialist. Volume shooter is going to be good as well. I have seen people run it on Hall of Fame, but I'm going to go with bronze. Now, another one that's definitely going to help us out is going to be flexible release. After that, you could really change up any of these badges on your personal preference. For me, I would really say that difficult shots is one that you can consider, but remember how I said Deadeye is going to be one of those badges as well. I'm also going to go ahead and leave on the volume shooter badge. Then from there, I'm going to go with green machine and clutch shooter, and that's pretty much the setup that I would go with if I was looking to raise my shooting percentages as much as I possibly can. And that's the setup we're going to be with when it comes down to the badges of 15, 18, 13, and 6, y'all. I just want to give a huge shout out to the Rich Gang family for always making it to the end. Go ahead and comment down RGF to all the OGs who are here. But man, I just want to say thank y'all. I really appreciate all of the love as well as the support. I got another video dropping for y'all tomorrow. Go ahead and drop a like because y'all already know that this is the best guard build and honestly the build in all of 2K. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the RGF family, let's go ahead and get 25 likes, and be sure to turn on post notifications. And last but not least, y'all, go ahead and share this video with your family and friends. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.